The fuck going on in this motherfucking bitch? They call me the Black Charlie Sheen, aka One Chains. I'm also known as fitness trainer Mr. Train Your Girl. I'll be doing squats all over my dick. In some circles, I'm just simply known as the Don. The Don. They also call me Rolion Papis. Now look, bro. The quarterfinals of the goddamn PPL. PPL. Give your girl my PPL. We're going up against Mount. Now listen. This is the rematch of the game we just had in week 8, right? As you can see, well, as you remember, the Mafia has not revealed its swag. We have kept a lot of information. We brought a meme team. And surprisingly, well, because we lost that game, Mount was able to get first seed. So this was a battle for first seed. And I was a bit surprised, but he decided to pick me. So first seed gets to pick the opponent first. He decided to pick me as his opponent. Now, did he get a little bit overconfident? Seeing that I brought a meme team and I just folded like this? I personally told him that you don't want that smoke. I told him that. He was like, yeah, He's like, nah, man, I think I have the best matchup against you. I'm like, okay, okay. But the only difference between us, Mount Taïr, is that you have revealed all your swag. You have revealed the motherfucking swag, but I have not. I have not revealed my hand. The swag is kept up the sleeve, okay? Now look. So, Mount is very confident going into this. And if you look at the teams, I could kind of understand where he's coming from, right? Because he has, for example, Breloom. Breloom can check Bundle and Chiyu really, really well. Like, if it's like a Banded Mach Punch or even, you know, fucking Life Orb Mach Punch, it just always checks these two, right? It's also amazing into my defensive stuff. So, you know, it's really good into Slowbro, it's really good into Dawnfen. Just overall, Breloom looks like a complete bitch. Okay, then he has Garchomp with Rough Skin for chipping my low kicks, for example, right? And on top of that, he has Lamamola that can also easily run Rocky Helmet. So he has ways of breaking, he has ways of stopping pretty much my main forms of offense, right? And then everything else, he has answers and checks for as well. Like, realistically, this is probably the toughest matchup for me, I'd say, offensively. Because he can deal with my offensive threats, not just defensively, but offensively and passive damage-wise. So, for example, Bundle also on paper looks good, unless it gets Mach Punched, but he also has a Glowking, like Galar Slowking. He has 2 Regenerator Pokemon, and he has the best Chiyu answer in the game, aka T-Tar. So, like, all in all, it's actually really rough. It's really rough, so I can kind of understand where he's coming from, but listen. If life has taught me one thing, then it is you have to listen to the Dawn. If the Dawn tells you you don't want to face the Dawn, then you gotta listen. Otherwise things can go wrong. We'll have to see. We will have to see. The battle goes up tomorrow. Hope it's gonna be an incredible battle. I really hope. Because the last draft league I was in was my debut draft league. So this is my second draft league ever in my lifetime. And in the previous draft league, I went out, got eliminated in the quarterfinals. You know, we want to, for sure, one-up our record so far, right? And we want to go into the semifinals. And what a way to get into semifinals would be to actually beat the first seed, Mount Taïr, that was very confident that he picked us as his opponent, even though we were technically, well, we ended up being like 5th seed, but we should have been like 2nd seed, realistically. I mean, if you think about it, I did troll. So my record was 5-3, and I did troll at least 2 of those games. And the 3rd game that we lost to Hacks when playing against Ellie, right? So in the end, I very well could have been 8-0, like no problem. Obviously, if I didn't meme like this. But I mean, it's for the content, right? So that's why deservedly I should probably be at least 2nd or potentially 1st seed, you know? But that's besides the point. What I'm just saying is that Mount Aich is very brave. He got first seed, and instead of trying to pick somebody lower with a worse record, he decided to go for one of the strongest opposition in the league, the Mafia. Alright, let's see Mount Aich. Let us see Mount Aich. Alright, now look. So the team that was built literally just an hour before the game started, okay? Even though we had a lot of time, we had a week off, but I was incredibly busy. I was I had like work / vacation at the same time, and because I tried to utilize this 1 week off from uploading as much as possible. So let's get to the team. Mav, shoutouts to Mav. Shoutouts to IFO as well for theorizing a little bit, but Mav pretty much built this team practically by himself. There was a few chips in here and there from me and IFO, but I'd say that fucking 85% of the team building was completely on Maverick Shooters. Shoutouts to him. Fucking GOAT. Absolute GOAT, bro. Without Maverick, like, none of this would be even fucking possible. Like, we would not even get out of the fucking group stage, probably. You know, because he got my back. When I have no time, when I'm away, when I have no time to build, he got my back. Listen, no mocks, no preparation has been done, once again. So far, 0 mocks done in this season, and we are in the quarterfinals. Let's see how far we can go, alright? So the team that we decided to go with is actually very interesting this time. So we got bundle, Specs bundle. Now Specs bundle, this is enough speed to speed creep Scarf Jolly Breloom. Because last time, let's see what he brought last time. Last time he brought, this is the team he brought last time, okay? This was more serious, of course, even though we were trolling. So we are kind of expecting him to bring somewhat a similar build, just because he hasn't, like, he brought stuff for like Chiyu and shit, and I didn't even bring Chiyu, okay? So we're expecting something along the lines similar. There could be a few changes here and there, but realistically it should be like pretty much the same 6, if not the same sets completely, you know. But he's definitely gonna switch up something, but you know, we'll see. The thing is, so last time he brought Scarf Breloom. It was Scarf Jolly Loom, for example. It still had Mach Punch, of course, because Max Speed bundle still outspeeds. But Max Speed bundle, bundle can take a Mach Punch. It's not a problem. I think it can even take, no, probably not Bandit, but it can take even an Adamant Mach Punch, for example, right? Then he had Heavy Duty Booty Kilowatt Rel, Terra Water it was, by the way. He had a Momola with Rocky Helmet. That was his like way of switching into low kicks to an extent. And then he had Baton Pass Healing, which that was a very interesting set, okay? Then he brought Garchomp. Garchomp was max HP, lefties, but it had sub for like, you know, first impression Sucker Punch shit, and just spikes. Then T-Tar was there obviously for the Chiyu, you know, lefties, Stealth Rock. And then he had Assault Vest, S-Vest, fucking Glowking, okay? That's an amazing switching into Iron Bundle. But realistically, this team gets absolutely fucked by Specs Bundle. Like, we just have to flip turn on the Glowking and bring in our low kicks, Pablo, essentially, and that's it. So like, no realistic switch-ins to actual Specs Bundle, unlike the one we brought with like Whirlpool to the original game, okay? Then we got Halucha with protective pads. Kindly give me just a chance, let's go out and dance. You can get into the groove, I can watch you move. Later you can sing with me like a shining star. But I'd rather do you on the backseat of my car. Some along those lines, okay? Now look, he turned very close combat roost. This is a little bit defensive. This is kind of like our switch into Breloom. Yes, this doesn't have goggles to absorb the spore, but that's fine. Like, we're still going to be coming in on Breloom every time, and U-turn, be able to U-turn out potentially on Garchomp, not to take, you know, Rocky Helmet, Rough Skin, if that is what he decides to go with this time, you know. We also don't take much from Momolo, of course, from Rocky Helmet potentially, so. Then we got Pablo. Pablo this time with protective pads as well. We're going double protective pads. And I'll tell you more. We're going double protective pads, double covert cloak, okay? This is a crazy fucking team, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, double protective pads, because he did bring, obviously, Garchomp, and he brought Rocky Helmet Alomomola. I'm expecting another Rocky Helmet Pokemon. This time, potentially, even Garchomp could be Rocky Helmet, Rough Skin. You know, so protective pads would just be phenomenal to be able to get this, like, amazing damage off. And not get punished by that too much. This set with Swords Dance pretty much allows us to set up on Alomomola. So Pablo is gonna go incredibly stupid with the pads. You know, Pablo has injured himself a little bit, so he needs those protective pads to cover up the, you know what I'm saying, the broken bones. We have Swords Dance Suka Punch. Swords Dance Suka Punch pretty much destroys everything. So like against the Alomomola, we can SD potentially on the Alomomola coming in, and then we can Leech Life. We could also SD if Garchomp comes in. This has enough bulk to be able to take a Draco into another Draco, as far as I understand. So we can just SD Leech Life on the Garchomp. Kilowattrel pretty much dies to Suka Punch. If I think it does like 90 plus 2 Suka Punch does like 93 min, I think, something like that. So like as long as we get like maybe just a little bit of damage on it prior, then we just kill it with Suka Punch. So like Kilowattrel is checked. Breloom takes a lot, obviously, because tinted lens, you know. So like realistically, SD low kicks just goes incredibly stupid. Yeah, like Scizor is a problem, okay? But if we can deal with Scizor, then we can definitely fuck on this team with SD Pablo. This is gonna be one of the most important Pokemon in this game, I feel like, you know? It's gonna be so significant in terms of like, you know, positioning itself. We have no U-turn, which is crazy. So no pivoting will be done with this. But this is going to be incredibly important when it comes to actually getting progress done, you know. And I don't expect him to bring Scizor, aka Scizor. To be honest, like, he saw how big of a threat Sylveon is last time. So Scizor should be a good call from him, but he shouldn't bring Scizor into Shiyu, you know what I mean? We are not bringing Shiyu this time because it just doesn't get enough progress. Even against this team, it didn't do anything, you know what I mean? So we're kind of... I hope he doesn't gamble on me not bringing Shiyu, and then he just drops some of his Pokemon for Scizor, you know? So we got... But yeah, Scizor is a bit of a problem for this team, but we have ways of dealing with it. Alright, then we have Donphan with Soft Sand. Donphan with Soft Sand is something like... it's just Earthquake, max attack Earthquake, just does so much fucking damage to everything that is not Kilowattrel. Anything on his team, but you know, gets potentially 2 KO'd. And the idea is, originally Mav wanted to run Encore instead of Stealth Rock to Encore the Alomomola into Wish, and then Earthquake can basically get a kill. And that was a really cool idea, but we decided that Stealth Rock is probably going to be better for the last two, and for Pablo to also break through, right? So like, we keep spin Stealth Rock. Still Soft Sand is just there for as much damage as possible with Earthquake, you know, 120 base attack. This ain't fucking around, you know, da-don, and just messing around. Ain't fucking around like that, alright? Obviously Knock is there. Yeah, that's kind of self-explanatory. We got Fat Bastard with Covert Cloak. Now, this is a sinister-ass set. This set, I mean, it's... The Sylveon set is even more crazy, right? But this Fat Bastard set, oof. We got Calm Mind, Iron Defense, Surf, and Slack Off. So the idea is that this Slowbro sets up on basically everything. And with Covert Cloak, it doesn't have to fear Sludge Bomb poisons. So we can also set up on Glowking on top of that, right? So once, let's say, if he brings Scizor, and once we deal with Scizor, this is going to be able to just set up and win. If we deal with Breloom, this is going to be set up, be able to set up and win. This is enough Spadef to take a +1 Thunderbolt from when we are +1 Spadef, to take a Thunderbolt from Kilowattrel. That could be important, you know. And yeah, this thing is just a very sinister set, and it basically kind of wins. You know what I mean? We just have to get the right opportunity for it to set up. Now Mia likes to be comfortable. T-shirt, no draws. She called me Ike Turner because I beat her in the car. You know what I'm saying? Beat her in the studio. Even hit her friend too. Oh, by the way, we have merch coming up. I will try my best to drop the merch in the video of tomorrow's battle. I will try my best. It depends on how my designers are able to finish it in time or not. But even if so, we'll have the first part of the merch drop this week, and potentially the second part of the merch drop next week, potentially. You know, if we make it to the semifinals, that would be also like really good timing. You know, so stay tuned for the Mafia merch. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be fucking clean. It's gonna be clean as fuck, bro. Now look. This set, you're looking at the set and probably wondering, the fuck is even going on in this bitch? I know. I had the same reaction. This is a masterpiece by Mav, by Maverick Shooters. He was like, originally we're just gonna use like, you know, Wish Baton Pass, you know, hyper voice stuff. But then he was like, listen, curse Sylveon. What stops a fucking Sylveon when it curses up? Realistically, it just sets up on his whole team. Anything that is not fucking Shizor, it can set up on. Like, it sets up on Chomp, sets up on, well, not necessarily Loom if it puts us to sleep, but if it's just like locked into Mach Punch, it can set up on that shit. Sets up on all these motherfuckers. And in terms of Glowking, that's why we have a specific set like this. We don't get 2-hit KO'd by Sludge Bomb from Glowking. We can't even get poisoned because we have Covert Cloak. This is sinister as fuck, bro. So like, you just sit there on Glowking, stall out its Sludge Bombs with Wish and Protect. Because Wish and Protect, you have enough PP between that to stall out all the Sludge Bombs. And then you just curse up, and yeah, there you go, Body Slam. I wanted to run Quick Attack, because imagine, Quick Attack would have been fucking crazy with this set, right? But Mav said, no, we need Body Slam. But we'll see how this goes. Technically, this set just wins. Yeah, it's 65 base attack. Yeah, 65 base defense. But this is just so sinister. He's not gonna expect this. He's not gonna see this coming. And this could help us beat the Kilowattrel, of course, too. Because realistically, I spoke about this, right? But Breloom and Kilowattrel just 6-0 my team. Completely. So I have to be like really careful. If Kilowattrel, let's say, is Scarlet, then I'm completely fucked. You know, but we have Iron Bundle to check the Kilowattrel. For Breloom we have this, but if I play all of this not careful enough, then I just get completely destroyed by these two, okay? They just 6-0 my team. So let's see how this goes. This is going to be an incredibly fun quarterfinals game. I can tell you that Mount Taik is very confident. And let's see if fucking around with a Mafia can... Fuck, what was the sentence I was trying to say? All I'm trying to say is that you don't fuck around with a Mafia, right? You don't fuck around. Fuck around and get smoked. Fuck around and get smoked. I'm so hyped for this game. You better get your motherfucking fat ass fucking snacks ready, bro. Because this about to be a goddamn masterpiece. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Get hyped, Mafia, get hyped!